Hi, welcome to SFG Cards and Craft. Today I'd like to show you how I did this card. This is using a stamp set called In the Jungle or The Jungle by KatzelKraft. This is just one of 6 different animals in it. You'll see that I've actually basically gone over this all before if you've watched any of the other videos that are attached to this card, as in the other stamps part of the set. This is actually the lion, as you can see. To me, this lion looks sort of very stern, sort of serious, almost grumpy and sort of noble all in one. So this is why I've put on the sentiment there, how old? As though he's sort of grumpily asking how old, and then says happy birthday. As though he's sort of embarrassed to say happy birthday, but he's asking grumpily how old. Anyway, that was my opinion, and what I've actually done there is I've already done the sky using tumbled glass with the Avery Elle cloud stencil that I've made. You'll see that in a number of my other cards. If you've actually watched any other cards, chances are you've actually seen me use that stencil before. I was just using the Avery Elle die set that I've actually cut it with. This is putting out the colours that I'm using here. The main colours I'm using is Tea Dye, Rusty Hinge and Gathered Twig. That's for the body of the lion. The main I've used carved pumpkin and squeezed lemonade, just sort of blended the two together. For his teeth, or fangs, whichever you'd like to call them, I've actually used antique linen. Although looking at the card, it's a bit hard to tell that there's even a colour on there. It looks like it's just the colour of the background, which is the rusty hinge. The eye, I've used blueprint sketch for the like a pupil in the eye. For the colour of the eye. The eye itself, I've actually put the black glaze pen dotted onto the eye and then used the glossy accents afterwards. The little bird that's sitting on top of his head, I've done with blueprint sketched and also put like a little pink belly on him using candied apple. That's pretty much all. The lawn is just the usual way I've done it for this series of cards. Is just using the Whimsy. This one's using the Baby Animals grass stamp set, Whimsy Baby Animals. One of the stamps out of that, and using Lawn Fawn Noble Fur to stamp that on, and then later on I'm using the mowed lawn to paint it in. So if you want to just sort of sit back, and because this is fairly similar to the other cards that I've actually done with this same sort of way of doing things, so we'll just sit back and watch. It's not all that much different to watching the zebra one, so we'll just put some music on and we'll just sit back and watch. Well, I'm back again. I hope you enjoyed the music. All that music that's played on all of my videos is actually my son. He's quite young. He's still in high school. He does all the instruments himself. So I hope you enjoyed it. Now I've nearly finished this this painting as well. Just doing a little bit of touching up on the grass. Nearly done. I think I've done the clouds. Yes, I think I've done the clouds in it. So that's all done. So if you like this video, please subscribe, and if you like, please click the like box. And thank you for watching. There is a few more cards coming soon. Thank you. Bye bye.